Hello, good evening, Twin Minds here. We are back tonight revisiting Nobody Wants to Die to see if we can finish the story. Howdy the one, how you doing? This is an interesting yet slightly confusing story so far. I know I was having a hard time keeping track of a couple of the characters, but mostly it's just I don't know who's done it yet, because I don't think we have any hints whatsoever about who's the killer yet. But hopefully, we'll find out. I'm doing pretty good. I a little overwhelmed at work, but it's fine. I get to relax with games. So last time we started our story, we are a cop who was taken off of duty because he died, but he got better, and he's waiting for his sanity to take hold in his new body before he is allowed back on the job. Meanwhile, he wants to work anyway, and they are short-handed, so they've called him back to duty, or called him back to a case, and assigned him a handler named Sarah. And the case that he is assigned to is the murder of a very famous and rich person. And that is odd, because in this day and age, murder is kind of difficult. And someone has to actively try to remove brain functionality before you're going to actually die. So he starts diving down the rabbit hole of trying to figure out what happened, and he is told absolutely stop where you're at and just rule it a suicide and be done with it. And he's like, nah. So he carries on trying to investigate, and then gets exploded, as you can see demonstrated here on the main menu. But he gets better again. But we're investigating and getting a little bit confused about the story, but it's fine. It's fine. We'll figure it out. So we're going to continue.
After our little nightly talk, I knew I wasn't alone in all this.
Ah, yes.
Sarah may have been only a voice in my earpiece, but it was a voice of integrity and reason.
Murder.
What I needed at times, and which could be switched off at other times. And unlike other such voices, without grabbing a bottle.
It's possible that the minimum age is referring to the age of the body after you acquire it before you have to buy a new one. I'm not really sure, because again, they haven't gone into the details of that. All I know is that people are really pissed about them lowering the minimum age for bodies.
James, should I send you a sleeping bag? Get a move on. Turn on the camera.
All right, jeez.
Stand
Sassy
back.
pants?
The Fed secured the entrance.
Could you?
I'm on it.
You get excited when you do something illegal.
I'm in rehab, so don't tempt me.
I'd like to see your file.
I erased it. Good luck with that.
I have my ways.
Ready.
So, here we are back at the original scene of the original crime. And we are attempting to find more evidence to figure out what the hell's going on here. So there's our
Everything ends where it begins.
crispy man.
You watch too many movies.
The tree is looking a little bit worse for wear. I still think it has to do with...
So what are we looking for?
A red X.
Okay. Any ideas?
maybe the circle that's on the map. I still think it has to do with, like, how long you're able to live your life prior to effectively being given up for bodies. Because they've kind of alluded to certain acts that you can accomplish, illegal mostly, that will put your body up for basically free auction. Then they've also alluded to only certain class or wealth of people who are actually able to afford new bodies. So maybe the free body thing is up to age 18 or 21, whichever. You are allowed to get free bodies so that you can grow to maturity. But once you're there, all bets are off. I don't know. I kind of hope we get
Let's
some
keep
sort
it
of
simple.
detail.
Going from corner to corner isn't simple.
I don't know. I'm looking.
Rude. Alright, I probably should not cross the police line. Dude's looking a little bit funky. Too late. Eh. Yes.
The fucking safe? Did they just clean it out?
Are you sure it's this safe?
See something else?
Nothing. Empty. Just like my account. Get out.
Can you check what they took?
You know, it's not like I didn't break the law this week, so I'll see.
Wait,
James,
it's not about the safe.
Touching
just said the complete opposite.
I changed my mind.
They took everything out. What do you want us to do? X-ray it?
Great idea.
Exactly.
Why am I saying anything?
Always good to prepare your own story just in case. Ah.
See? Cables lead somewhere.
Probably to the washing machine.
Over. There's some interference. Can you repeat?
Hello?
Yes?
Storm's coming. The electronics are freaking out.
Where do they lead?
What? What? To the electricity. Ugh, never mind.
Why such a large generator for such a small safe?
This isn't a generator.
What? What is it? This is a refrigerator.
This is a refrigerator.
What? No.
A projector?
Pneumatics! Opens something! Quit screwing around! We still don't know what this device is for. Just keep looking.
Oh, I love his laugh. He's like, oh, that's great. Alright, so we're following cables. I mean, okay. I guess it feels like we're gonna be led to the doors upstairs.
The wall is a meter from the safe.
This box could lift several tons.
Maybe it's pumping gel into the roots. Although, it doesn't look connected.
Alright.
What next?
We have a card.
Do we? Oh, we do have a card. That's right.
Bingo! The first rich dude's secret wall safe of my career.
You should be a thief.
I'm building my resume.
Nice to see you develop.
Hey, fuck you. This is my idea. Don't push it.
That's a hell of a door. That was fancy. I like it. All right. Ooh. Okay.
James, what is happening?
Sarah? Oh, fuck.
All right. You know what? It's almost easier to see without the light.
Screen at a private dungeon. And perhaps it holds a stamp collection.
That fog effect makes it really difficult to use the flashlight. Oh.
Another victim. Just more questions.
Hello, dead guy.
Brian Theodore Coven. What are you doing here? If it wasn't for his donations, orphanages in the city would disappear.
All right.
Formal dress. A meeting? With a murderer? With Green? Let's check where you came from, Coven.
Right. I should know how to play this game. This is fine. Indeed, rippin' pepperoni. There we go. There we go. Well, this isn't as helpful as I had thought it would be. We have a lever to pull. Right. Hi, Valona. How you doing? Cool. Okay. I feel like elevator with dead man is probably not a good thing to do.
What?
But now. Uh-oh, Biscuitios. Uh-oh, Biscuitios.
Fuck!
Making a mess. Get your act together.
Leave me
Don't you
alone.
already know who the murderer is?
James?
I tried to, you know.
Oh, are you there?
Am I?
Sarah?
My brain's a little fuzzy.
James, I thought you had joined the noble ranks of the dead.
How do you... Who... Where are you?
Why don't we start with where you are?
It's a good question. Where are I? Hi, Docs. How you doing?
What is this place? What happened here?
Well, I have bad news. You're late for the party.
I see. Nice digs. All right. So this is this right below the tree? All right then. Neat. I am alive.
You here? Rachel would be disappointed, but I'm not too surprised.
I don't know who that is. Billy something.
This reminds me of something. I saw one just like it in the safe. Only degenerates can afford to endure prohibition with dignity.
So we're taking it, right? Feel like that's the thing we should do.
I knew a guy who raised money for a movie over 2 shells. She didn't like it and started adding conditions. You can't show it like that. The kiss is too long. Costumes like this aren't appropriate for kids. Boy ended up hanging himself. But she censored articles about it and nobody found out.
Interesting. Find the right place to start your investigation. You know, it would almost be nice if they didn't give those types of clues immediately. Like, give you the option to look around first.
Senator? Here?
Everyone pays for success. Few can really afford it.
Yeah, there's definitely been some Art Deco, Bioshock-esque decor going on here. But my favorite views are the ones that are outside in the big city. Very, very dystopian cyberpunk. Well, she's not alive anymore. I suppose most of them aren't.
What did you do to deserve your mask? Or maybe you actually wore it every day.
Yep.
Crushed by a chandelier. Fancy way to go.
Perfect for the upper class.
The governor. Sans pants. Prestigious guest list. Chris Everson. Even my idiot neighbor has a bumper sticker. Wonder what he thinks about him in the law now. Anna Turner. Used to be a sports writer. We had some interesting interviews when my team was winning. Then she got into politics and became editor of the whole paper. You had your last deadline.
What an odd angle to be stuck at. Missed.
He was standing under it. I'll pick him up and find out who it is. Maybe I can lift the chandelier.
Right. Oh, that's right. Okay. So this whole reconstruction thing, I'm still trying to get my head around it, because it behaves very much like rewinding time.
The fire upstairs must have damaged the wires.
And
Okay. Why did he fall? And where's the killer?
my first thought is that it's just like rewinding it holographically so that we can recreate the scene of the crime. But it's also been alluded to a few times that if he goes into the past after rewinding or whatever, he can interact with and take items from that previous time. So, is it really that much extra futuristic? Because that'd be kind of neat. Bonk. Bonk.
Shot. Needs a closer look.
All right. Who shoots it? Who shoots it and where? Oh, you shoots it.
The Emperor screens. Make that god. There's no movie studio that doesn't kiss his ring. Or maybe a little lower.
He influences more people than you think.
What is this? Everybody lies.
They learn to live a lie.
See, that's the thing. Not quite. I got the key card and the rum after investigating the whole scene in the blimp that was exploding. But all of the rewinding and going back and forth was all to get back to the present day to open the safe after finding out the key, or after finding out the code to the safe. So we didn't really wind back time to get something. We were just winding back time to get information. But at one point we were winding it back to view interaction between two, like a corrupt cop and some guy, and had a briefcase full of money. And we opened that up that briefcase at some point in the past, but I'm not sure if it was fully in the past. So I'm really confused.
Adam Cadis. Why am I not surprised to see you? Debauchery is your specialty.
You might be right on that one. I think we might have actually rewound time to fix the lock.
Chris Everson. He'd sell his own mother for votes.
There was a scandal that he used his mother's illness in the campaign.
Hello, Drex. So we're rewinding back.
Okay, what happened here? Where's the damn killer? How did they die?
Losing your nerve?
Never mind. He was standing here before the chandelier fell on his head.
More evidence.
Someone was shooting here. But who? Glass? A lot of shrapnel? Where did it come from? I'll get back to that.
See? You dressed inappropriately. It was a theme party.
So she was over here. No, fuck it.
Alright. Alright, so shirtless man was firing at someone over there. Hang on. Bonk. Unbonk. Bonk. Unbonk. Alright, so who are you shooting at, bud? Alright, what's going on? Hey, how you doing? You doing good? What am I looking for? Normally, when I walk into one of these things, there's something to look at. But all I see is this handsome fella. Ah, here we go.
Who brings a gun to a fancy party?
Fucking lack of culture.
8mm. Were you sitting here with a loaded gun?
Think twice before inviting a paranoia case.
Alright.
A shootout started. You probably didn't consider that.
Smoosh.
You didn't shoot that fucking thing down on your own head.
Are you sure?
He shot the killer. Was that... How are you feeling?
Better every minute.
Oh, interesting. Alright. Alright. So, he was shooting
Aim toward the piano.
that way.
Weird. The trail ends here. Lots of glass under your feet and nothing around. The killer had plenty of time to cover all traces. Like you got hit by a truck. Blagojevich. Journalistic scum. Why so much glass?
Any complaints?
Fuck no. Glass, you, blood. Every piece brings me closer to you.
How sure are we that this voice in his head is real? About as sure as I'm real that Sarah exists. That is to say, not entirely.
He could have believed it all.
What if he hated himself and helped create a world where everyone hated each other?
As if he flew over the barrier? It's not everything. Gotta be more. Blagojevich. What do they have to pay him to take all the public's hate? So that was his spot.
Alright. Mr. Blagojevich, together with the council, we have received your request and would like to invite you to the club. The date and time will be delivered discreetly by courier. If you decide to come in a different shell, please bring an invitation with you. Looking forward to seeing you. Alright.
Shoe print. Maybe he ran? Where was the killer?
I have many questions. I see.
Shit. Not enough data. I still don't know what this asshole was doing. Did you run away? Why in this direction? Doesn't make sense.
The screams. Why did you run this direction?
It's too rich for my blood. A broken bottle? Did you chase the guy with it? I can respect that. Where were you sitting? Maybe the glass shards will show me.
Champagne. Alright. Where were you sitting? It'd be nice if they didn't keep turning on my damn flashlight. I want to see.
Bingo.
Hello, Kinder.
So you were sitting here.
Flashlight. Give me flashlight. It's too dark.
You attacked, even though bullets were flying everywhere. What made you do that?
The UV lamp made him do it.
That's where you were hiding.
To me, Sarah's got the feel of, I think it's Delilah from Firewatch, where she'll be the voice in your head. There will be slight hints that she may or may not be real, slight hints that she's helping you go crazy, or she's working against you or whatever, but in the end, you never really quite find out what she's about. Ah!
Fucking wiring. You've had your chance. No need to run across the middle of it all.
Well, better to do something than nothing at all in a situation like that. Although, as you can see, this is no guarantee of success.
Alright.
He was done running. He fell limply. Maybe he died in flight.
And splat.
Yet something or someone stopped him.
Now what you got in your bud? Bullet. There's a bullet. Right there.
He shot at Blagojevich. Low. Maybe Blagojevich saw Cadis and liked both their odds better. Did you feel a cold sweat on your back?
It would take more than that.
Right. You were lucky with that chandelier shot anyway.
So he's talking to the guy who was here murdering a bunch of dudes. Interesting.
Did you do this?
Someone's being paranoid here. It's just fucking wiring.
Which gets in the way of my work. Need more light.
Who's Sarah?
What?
You mumbled her name when you were lying on the ground.
Don't know. I was delirious.
Misery loves company, especially in the Force. Is she your liaison?
I'm off duty.
Right.
High voltage. Must be powering something big.
So again,
Let's see what happens when we connect this contraption.
where's my goddamn flashlight? Fancy. Oh goodness.
Couldn't he just keep his skeletons in the regular closet like the rest of us?
Alright. Alright. I feel like that's not terribly friendly. I mean, they're clothed, but still. Okay, he got stabbed. Ma'am?
When you're left with no desires except to kill, then it's high time to die indeed.
My goodness. My goodness. Goodness gracious. Oh dear. Alright. So that's why there's glass everywhere, because this thing raised up and it was all glassy. And there's something going on in here.
Now I know where the damn glass came from.
Indeed.
I thought nothing could surprise me today. Are these the ones I saw in holograms? Let's start with the photos.
Ah, damn it. I was going to take a screenshot, but the frickin' icons keep showing up. Ma'am.
Senator Patricia Terrence. Oh, this is rich. They've been trying to make her out to be a terrorist for decades because she wanted to change the world. It turns out that they're all on one payroll.
This weird slippy slidey camera angle's weird.
Blood trail. And anything else?
I mean, you always gotta document. Anything else? Oh, anything else, ma'am? Are you hiding anything else under here? Ah, she was hiding something else under here.
Burnt. Someone was shooting at close range. It's time for pictures of your friend. Same weapon? Yeah, 9mm. And empty. You were shooting blindly at Cadus.
What an odd room. I like it though. Yep, pictures. Probably came at it from the wrong angle. I probably should have taken pictures of his face instead of the back of his head, but whatever, it's fine.
You. They slaughtered him and bled him for fun. Is it a Nicorite? No. It's impossible. It must be some kind of imitation.
Are you sure?
How did it all start? Was she the one who murdered him? Let's start with who the hell that guy is.
You know that by solving this case, you're helping cover it up.
Aren't you tired of these games? What's your point?
I want to help you.
Sure, because you're such a noble guy, right?
On Icarus, you couldn't do the right thing. Let me show you whose side you picked.
How fucking kind of you.
Who is this guy on the bed?
Maybe when they're incognito, it's easier for them to open up to sensations. Pretty much everyone here knows each other.
Lots of masks. Alright, who's the guy on the bed? Who are you?
Drake Starr. I thought he was using a different body. The actor and the senator's husband. They've always been inseparable. He looks like a victim, but I wouldn't go all in on that.
There can be ecstasy in death.
It's, an expensive fetish.
Yes, Spider-Man was here. He was assisting in the bondage death party.
"9mm, same assailant. Looks like the victim bled out before he got shot. Maybe the killer lost his shit. Lots of moving targets. He had to be in a rush. He could have left additional bullet marks. That kind of trail could help me figure out where he was firing from.
Did we not already determine that the killer was firing from here?
It went straight through. Another casualty of your sick shit.
Imitation made from eco marble.
I admire all forms of art, especially when it helps to establish a shooting position.
Spidey gotta get his kink on. Speaking of which, we're gonna be staring closely at these now. Alright.
Who are you?
Aspiring liaison. How am I doing? Am I as good as that Sarah of yours?
I wonder who painted it.
Want one for the living room?
I'm not sure it matches my couch.
I mean, maybe.
I think I'm getting the picture. It's not about sex.
About what then?
About culture, obviously.
So much culture in this room. So much culture.
suddenly a shooter appears and takes out our star.
Dead.
It looks like he almost bled out before you shot him.
Are you suggesting there was more than one killer?
Unlike the rest, this one was murdered voluntarily. However fucked up that sounds. Different blood types.
Presumably, the senator had a pleasurable time with Drake.
Before you got her, she was bleeding like hell.
I see. Ah. I see.
The senator used them as a shield. She gets hit and plays dead. Smart move.
I see. I see. Okay, so she's playing dead. And then she starts
Trying to
crawling.
Escape?
Flashlight? Flashlight?
Ritual toy. Sharp. The senator must have held it. Drake's blood. And maybe yours too.
Oh, don't worry. I'm fine.
She was always ready to fight. That's why people believed in her.
Jeez. She was ready. Stab. 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 Stab.
Was she waiting for her moment?
Stab. There we go. What are we looking at? Besides her face. What are we looking for? Not always clear what we're supposed to be looking for. You've had bears in your parking lot? Oh, there we go.
Drake had type O negative blood. This is a different type. She surprised you?
Stab. Oh, jeez. Alright. Stab. 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 Stab.
Ton of lead. And burned skin. They had to struggle, but he had the upper hand. A 9mm beats a piece of steel. She crawled away. Didn't you notice? Something else catch your attention? Almost gets you.
I guess you're on her side.
I can tell you that if she got you, she'd have my vote. Broken ribs. You crushed her when you fell on her, and she still didn't give up.
You underestimate me.
At least I understand the low position you shot Blagojevich from. And remember, Kata shot in this direction. Good to know that not everything goes your way.
It's going great. Trust me.
So you scurried away like a cockroach.
So, show me what you're hiding, bud.
A bullet from a revolver. Probably Cadis's. I wonder how that got here. They almost got you. You had to find a way. And you did. Real fancy. We're lucky as fuck.
Don't underestimate me.
I wouldn't dare. How long have you been planning to kill that chandelier? Lucky. But respect where it's due. Also a really good shot. You made it. But I'd like to see your face after that. Your real face. Covered in blood and drool, twisted in fear.
Think it was any different than yours when you came in here?
You're always watching me, aren't you? Monitoring? You watching me with cameras? The holograms. Somehow they were recorded. These holograms must be stored somewhere. There must be some tapes here. But where?
That's a whole lot of leaps in a very short amount of time there. So she dead. Did we need to reconstruct her at all? No. Okay. How do I stop that? There. Do I need to reconstruct you? No, I think we did that. So I'm gonna have to look really closely at those holograms for a moment. Sorry, YouTube. Button.
A recording console. I wonder what it turns on.
Recording? Perhaps?
Zilch.
No, right. Alrighty, kinder. Have fun. Okay, so recording console. Why am I able to sit down here? I wasn't able to sit down here before.
What does she have to do with all this?
No. She was here.
Did you leave the shrine with the weapons? Very subtle. I'll check to see if any victims were killed with this gun.
Looks about right.
9mm, 5 bullets, half-empty clip. Did the killer shoot it? Or did they shoot at him?
Yes, go ahead and touch a weapon at a crime scene with your bare hands and then put it back down.
Gee,
Good plan.
we go back to the beginning. Edward Green. What did you have on him?
Look around. Do you really think anyone would need more than what you see?
Okay.
Billy Coriacci. She wins the Best Actress award year after year. This is getting boring already.
They want you to believe that she's brilliant. They say it's not even Coriacci anymore.
Then who is it? We met in other shells. She played a baseball player, and the director arranged for her to shadow me. Suddenly, Rachel started showing up more often at practice matches. Who are you? I'll get back to you later.
Why not get back to her now? Oh, missed.
Injuries all over her back. She flew backward through the window by some great force.
Okay. Meh. Something right here. No.
Interesting. It's unfinished? Let's start with Billy. It'll be easier to explain how she got here.
I'm not entirely sure why we're looking at this one, because I don't think she's directly related to what's going on. Hut. Seems accurate.
It all started here.
You all right there?
9mm. The body indicates the shooter fired from a different location than Blagojevich.
You mean... Wait, is this just trying to lead us back to that guy again? Yeah, just back to that guy again. Okay.
He appeared suddenly and started shooting everywhere. She didn't have time to react.
Interesting. So we're kind of unintentionally taking this from different angles.
I already know a lot about you. Your friend will tell me the rest.
Ah, all over here. Oh. It was related to this thing. Oh, right. That wasn't what I was intending to do. Okay, so we're back over here. Yo.
This wound is deep. Where did you crawl from? It looks painful. You knew it was pointless. Everyone sprinkles lies over their breakfast. What's the difference?
That's all that's left in the world. The rest signed off long ago. Don't you see it? Now.
Okay, so this one we've already got. Ah, there we go.
Friend's performance from here.
My goodness. So she's a watching. She's watching. She gets
Shot
shot.
Billy out of the window.
She goes thud.
Hunted down her friend.
Where's the thing?
Okay. Tell me. Saoirse Rosen, the person most responsible for how shitty movies have gotten. She couldn't even leave the cop movies alone. Fucking Rosen.
You don't like censorship.
I don't like seeing my favorite characters neutered.
maybe they're into that, seeing characters get neutered. Yep. I mean, she's a fancy lass.
Wait. Billy has an identical one? Damn.
What?
They have the same tattoo. Only two halves. The same.
Nah.
Bullets and glass fly everywhere, and she tries to crawl. She was fierce. I used to have that strength and determination. I'm left with a rotten memory, with trails like cigarette smoke. It's hard to believe that someone without a heart could... Or maybe this Billy really owed her everything, and they lied to each other.
I see.
Another wound. I'll try to recreate the trajectory. The killer was standing right above her.
Killed her out of pity.
Rude.
Looks personal. Are you a frustrated artist? I need to look for other clues.
I've been cluing it up, my dude. Okay, so we need to find the recording doodad. So we push that button.
Let's see where you take me.
Camera. More camera.
Another. This must be a dead end.
It just goes in circles. What the hell? It goes in several circles. What?
Cables run deeper.
Are we having brain trip again?
Fuck. Not now. So close.
We're having a brain trip again. Brain trip. Come back, brain.
So, Mount Olympus comes with a pocket Hades, a frozen hell where people pay the price for the gods' eternal hangover.
It's a little melodramatic, sir. But it's fancy. It's real fancy.
The youngest bodies possible. No certificates.
Oh, so maybe that explains it. So the age limitation is when their body could potentially go up for repurposing. Let's go with, so they want to lower the age down to 18 so that the rich and famous can have even younger bodies. the removed certificate, illegal tattoo, etc. No, we're not gonna read that one. Okay, that's fine. Large muscle mass.
I recognize this body. It should belong to an actor with his throat slit.
Hmm?
Icarite in this one? Age 21. Some unknown kid.
The former owner of the stabbed body.
They're all at the first subscription age. If they didn't pay it, they could lose their bodies. But Icarites... Why isn't anyone looking for them?
Orphanages. That's why Green and Coven funded them so generously. Only until they turned 21, of course.
Motherfuckers.
Okay, so free subscription. Basically, a subscription service to be part of the Icarite process so that your brain is being captured and cataloged, etc. And free subscription until a certain age means that once you get to that age, you have to start paying to continue the subscription, kind of insurance-wise. And if you can't pay, then your body is forfeited. Okay, so that kind of pieces together the questions that we were having earlier. So basically, they're trying to lower the age to 18 so that they can have cheaper, frequent, more frequent, readily available younger bodies. Lovely. Lovely. Flashlight? Yeah, I still don't have a flashlight. Alright, fine.
Same as on the table at Green's. He was here. Green was probably using the recordings for blackmail.
No matter how much evil was around, Green would still grab them by the balls.
Better focus on you. You have your 5 fucking minutes of fame.
I warn you that I may disappoint you.
Wait, what? This is Green. Senator. Attacking his back.
He's the one killing them all. It doesn't make sense.
Makes perfect sense to me.
Did you force him to do it? How the fuck did you do that? What did you have on him?
That's your job. I don't want to get overly involved. I'm not your cheap little slum secretary, Sarah Kai.
What? How the fuck did you get her full name?
Did you think you're the only one I spend time with?
See.
You there? Fuck. I've restored the power. That should work. If you do anything to her, I'll find you and take you apart piece by piece.
Don't keep me waiting.
What do we, I was pointing at something to pick up around here. Unless I was seeing the glove. I was seeing the glove right there, okay. Alrighty.
All those innocent souls.
Where are their Icarites?
You already know that. The actor was hung up on them.
Oh,
Fuckers.
I see. The special features castrated, oh no.
Fucking Icarite transmitter.
You want to try it out?
Fuck you. I'm not like them.
Alright, I guess we gotta go find Sarah. Sorry, dead lady. Kinda tripped over her.
I'm just wondering. Since you saw what Green's guests were capable of, will you trap their souls in rotting bodies?
Fuck you.
Or will you let them return to Olympus like nothing happened?
What did you do to her?
Feel like we've got a choice coming up here.
This much gel could blow up the Senate.
Did I hear shot?
You can punish them.
I will find you.
Do you think anyone will find them here?
If I shut them in here,
Yes.
and the victims?
Maybe they want revenge.
What kind of sick game is this?
Or leave the door open. Your friends will find everything, and it'll blow over in a week.
Leave it open.
I'm not green. You can't buy me.
Trying to be good cop.
The silence in my earpiece was even more overwhelming than my own stupidity. When I was gallivanting in hell, the murderer emerged from there to get Sarah. How could I let myself be tricked like this?
Was that remains of the Statue of Liberty?
It says that they're fucking with you. Remember that already.
That is what remains of the Statue of Liberty. It is now a slum.
I knew more or less where she lived, but not how she lived. I would say below poverty line, if not for the fact that I've crossed the poverty line 100 levels up. Somehow I have to find her.
Jesus.
Not even have a bar here. Focus, James. The question is, what are my taxes being spent on?
Man, this is a weird-ass perspective.
Sarah needs electricity, and lots of it. These converters look new. Let's see. Broken cables for sure won't lead me to her. These cables come out of the converter. Sarah, where are you?
Man, that is a hell of an imagery right there.
Even from here, you can smell the deadly stench of the slums. How can you live here? It doesn't seem connected to the net. Damn it. Electric current powers up the antenna. Must be operational. Sarah needs to communicate somehow. I need to get a closer look.
Check engine lights on.
Lady Liberty, down in the dirt. And may she stayed right here with her people. No one else did.
Alright, you damn dirty apes, where'd you put Sarah? Look at that shot, though. The hover car parked in front of the head of Statue of Liberty. Damn. I actually really love the visuals that they've designed for this. It was fantastic.
Cable straws the most of it.
Where you at, Sarah? So much light. Coffee is life.
It has to be here. I hope I'm not
too late.
Knock, knock.
Sarah?
Hello? Wow. Could have knocked first.
The murderer wanted to pull me into a maze, get me drunk with fear. But I had nothing to lose, and had been drunk already for a week.
That is certainly one way to put it. Do I have a flashlight yet? For the love of Pete game, it's really dark. I want a flashlight. Where's my damn flashlight? Flashlight. The button just done working. Alright, fine. I guess we're going in the dark. I mean, they did really good with the lighting. I mean, it does look fantastic, but it's also hella dark most of the time. Go away. It also seems very silly to give me a flashlight but take it away most of the time. Hello? Sarah? Okay. Now I have a flashlight. Great. Lovely. Wonderful. Really enjoying the mannequin situation. And the auto-closing door situation. Great. Fancy meeting you here again, Jessica. My brain. No, out of pills.
The fuck?
Jessica, that was rude. Why would I be able to pick that up if not be able to put it back on Jessica? Alright, fine. Either way. Why are there more mannequins? Why are there more mannequins? And there's more mannequins. Lovely. This had better be Sarah's way of making the most creepy fucking atmospheres possible so people didn't want to keep going. 'Cause it's working. Wonderful. So, what's this way then? Oh, just nothing. That says Sarah. I'm pretty sure. My flashlight turns off when investigating dark evidence. Hello, teddy bear. Why is this so damn creepy? Oh god, they're creeping in the corners. Hello? 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 Hi. Hi. Okay, and we're down here now.
thought I'd be an easy target?
Give it up! You're trapped!
Funny. You're the one bleeding.
How did you find her?
Drop your weapon and I'll let you live.
Is it Sarah?
What have you done to her? Talk!
Drop your weapon and get out. I'm counting to 3. 1.
Let's settle this one-on-one!
Oh, okay, well. I died. Hello, Scooby.
James, can you hear me?
What the fuck?
Okay. Cool it now. It's me, Sarah. We're good. Just relax.
So we meet in person. The hell's going on here?
What in the actual fuck's going on?
I thought some junkie broke into my house. Sorry. I'm almost finished stitching you up.
Could you almost finish faster?
How'd you find me?
You know I'm a detective, right?
I didn't think anyone would bother trying to find me.
Ow, 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 ow.
Stay still. Why did you come here?
When we lost contact, I thought he got you.
So that's why you busted in here like a psycho on a hunch?
Detective?
More than a hunch.
Hello?
Meaning?
I have some questions too. One, actually. You should be in your first shell. The comfortable and efficient one. What the hell have you gotten yourself into?
Not gonna speak? Just gonna stab me in silence?
And you're smoking too. Someone's fallen into bad company here.
His body must have been through half a century of addiction. It'll drop dead before I get used to it.
You're in your 30s, right?
29.
My bad.
Close enough.
My family thinks I'm away. I got the best synthesizer, remote work equipment. I didn't have to explain myself to anyone. And then fucking James Kara had to waltz in here and ruin everything.
I don't know what you're talking about. Detective, what'd I do?
I'm good at that. So what have you gotten yourself into?
It's a long story and complicated.
Good thing I'm a professional at complicated stories. Talk.
I didn't want to, but I had no choice. I did something sketchy, but otherwise...
It's all right. You can trust me.
Okay.
Deep breath. Let the narrative flow.
I rented my body on the black market.
Oh, I see.
Sarah, what was your motive?
Motive? Seriously?
I'm not judging. I just...
What is this, an interrogation? No, fuck you.
I was trying to ask questions. Yes, all of the fluids eye sucks. So this is wild. Also, they made it seem like she was the stranger getting voice synthesized until the whole shooting situation.
What fucking emotions management issues?
Best way to read that. James Carr, a tip for cooperation. Do not mention the wife. Don't argue. Distract him. He abuses alcohol. The problem of emotion management. What fucking emotional management? Alright, what else can we learn about her while we wander around here? Dreaming Icarus. Frozen memories. Research by an independent scientist and social activist B. Chalmers proves that memory disorders increase in proportion to each year spent in the memory bank. CTC Director George Boyle declined to comment. Unofficial sources say authorities have initiated proceedings against Chalmers. Fearing censorship, Chalmers is publishing his research in our newspaper. Identity at risk. Professor R. Praffett and D. Sinborn argue that Icarite transplantation does not guarantee continuity of identity. The Icarite rebuilds a functional organization specific to the functioning of each individual in a new body, recreating it only to the extent that the new biological environment allows it. This is why synchronization is so difficult for some people. Dreaming Icarites. Memory bank scans by an activist group that wishes to remain anonymous show traces of frozen Icarite activity. Does this mean that even disembodied Icarites can feel or think? Can they dream? What is this, an interrogation? No, I'm just asking questions and you answer them. Exactly. We're wandering, trying not to run into any more creepy mannequins. We're wandering. We're wandering. I'm just running around pushing buttons in her home.
2071, Green Bank. Acid rains ravaging our planet will not cause the extinction of the flora. The new project involves collecting bulbs and seeds and temporarily creating holographic facsimiles of all plants. The real, most exquisite specimens of flora will still be on display in the roof sections of the living museums.
All right. So how's it going, Scooby?
Bioresurrection. Scientists have painstakingly developed a formula of plant nutrients, which can resurrect any plant, even with the smallest amount of sunlight. Soon, living museums will bloom again.
Violet, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate it. Chicken.
About the environment as much as we care about the development and availability of Icarite technology. And so, as your president, I promise you this. On Mother Earth Day, April 22nd, 2088, we will reconstruct every plant down to the smallest and make cities bloom again. Not out of town, not in museums, right here on Liberty Island. I give you my word as president. The symbol of America will grow among proud trees. I see the future, and I give you my word, our future is green.
That was probably the losing campaign. If a president promises to grow trees again, pfft, she's obviously crazy. Alright, what else we got? Chicken. 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 Button. Alright, so this is her like police department situation. Well, her workspace. Nice typewriter keyboard. Lovely. I'm on 899. Ooh, one more and we get a 900.
Locator. Some perfectly innocent stalking.
Yeah, perfectly innocent stock. Okay. This is one of my least favorite parts about this game. Is that A, everything's dark, and B, they disable my flashlight at a moment's notice. I am not allowed to look at anything up close without it automatically turning off my flashlight. Alright, so she's over there. We're gonna go everywhere else to push buttons.
2042 living museums. In response to the continuing needs of the populace, the government has taken steps to save our planet's natural heritage. Selected rural nature parks will become living museums. They will become a refuge for all endangered species of fauna and flora.
I have a kitty. I have a kitty. Kitty. Can I go in here? I cannot go in here. Can I go over here? I can go over here. I'm not close enough to push the button. Chicken. Why are we able to turn on all these spotlights on the chickens? I feel like there's something here that I'm missing. Like, am I supposed to turn on all those spotlights to illuminate all the chickens? Am I missing one? I don't know what's going on. I think I'm running out of space to push buttons, though. Yep. Creepy doll.
What an eyesore.
Did you say anything?
No.
No, nothing. Lovely sculptures.
Alright, any buttons to push?
What are these figurines?
They're memories. I've read that after an Icarite transplant, especially an illegal one, some can be lost. That one's the most valuable.
Care to elaborate? Kitty. I'm just trying to show you off. Stop not cooperating. He's not cooperating. Artisan. 10 secrets of recycled art. Elegance and simplicity for your new house. Esperanza. Alright. Show me your memory. Ooh, we get shadow puppet time.
One night, when the acid rain was bad, Taylor and I hid upstairs, where you came in. And back then, it was just a 2 by 3 foot hole that ended in a wall of rubble. And instead of sitting in the cold with her teeth chattering like any normal person, Taylor started fiddling with the flashlight. And then something flashed in the pile of rubble, so we started digging. And we dug until we unearthed this little Statue of Liberty figurine. It was beaten up, but looked valuable. And we fenced it right away. And we came back here hoping to find more.
Who's Taylor?
Greatest treasure in this dump. We found out there used to be a museum here. So we dug more. Day after day, till our hands were bloody. We kept digging for normal people. Portrait of misery. desperation, but for Taylor, we were adventurers on a fucking treasure hunt. We glued, fixed, and sold everything we found. Would you believe we excavated this whole place like a pair of underage slum archaeologists?
Must have taken a while.
Almost 5 years, but it was our livelihood. We were dirt poor and surrounded by dirt, but we felt rich. At least until Taylor tricked me.
Oh no.
8 years ago, give or take a few days.
Your sister?
No. We were in love. I remember exactly when she tricked me, because it was when I turned 21. First subscription. And Taylor paid for it for me. She did it behind my fucking back.
What a bitch.
That's bad. What am I missing?
After a month, her subscription expired. And we were broke. And there was no one to help. She wound up in the bank. Her body went to auction. And that's why I have to get her out. No matter what it takes. You're the detective. Now you know my motive.
Ah, my brain's tweaking again. Uh-oh. The creepy dolls are coming to life. And they're looking at me. Man.
Damn it. Got any ambrosia anywhere? Anything higher octane?
I'll pour us something. Or you can also help yourself to ambrosia in the bedroom.
Oh, thanks. Thanks. Appreciate it. This is a wild trip. Synchronization, the key to happiness. We've already discovered the key to eternal life. Now it's time for the key to eternal happiness. It's the book you're holding. Jane Selma, an expert in psychology and psychiatry, whose famous statement, "synchronization is all that really matters," reveals the secret to deepening the synchronization process and achieving eternal happiness.
Blood tests. Beginning of the month.
I am sure this information will help me somewhere. Anything else I can snoop before taking drugs? Body confiscation. Taylor Adams. Okay, so she's got the paperwork for Taylor. All right. Oh, chicken.
I remember it. This is older than me.
Chicken of justice. Oh. Chicken of justice, the last of his kind, he fights for a better world. When darkness falls, he dons a mask and dispenses justice. He crows each dawn with a pure heart, knowing he's protected the streets of his city. Add-on, solve puzzles and summon the Chicken of Justice. Are you worthy to become his assistant? Chicken of Justice. A little forklift, lovely. Ooh. Pretty. None of my wall stickies glowed this well. They were always like dim and barely visible. The last chicken. So this is all their little wall drawings from when they were growing up. It's adorable. Max, Dario, and Peter. I'm not going to try to read that in the handwriting. My last will. Max, Peter, Dario, you deserve answers. Lots of them. But first, you deserve an apology. I lied to you. I haven't gone anywhere. I tried everything to get Taylor out. I didn't want you involved because it was too dangerous. The fact that you're reading this is proof. I'm sorry I left you. Sorry I didn't say anything, and sorry I didn't make it. I only ask one thing, and I've thought about it carefully. If I can't live without Taylor, I want to dream with her. I believe we'll dream together in the bank. Don't pull me out. Love, Sarah. P.S. I sorted everything for you. The items are below, marked with your names. Everything else can be thrown away or sold and divided equally. See. Hello, Tracy. How you doing? I'll leave it like that because it's pretty. Alright, we take drugs. We take drugs. What is that? Oh, target. Okay. Take drugs. Shush.
James, aren't you afraid your memories will eventually fade away?
They haunt me.
Lucky me. Mine don't fade. They haunt me. More literally than I'd like.
You must have some good ones. At least one.
The wife who was bothering me while watching
We're
a
at
movie.
the movies, and Rachel tries to convince me it's a crime flick she's already seen. They were all the same to her. And of course, she's teasing me, and I'm trying to watch the fucking movie. Right now, I'd give anything to be sitting there next to her. I'd focus all my attention on her.
Maybe then you wouldn't remember it. Maybe it's the imperfect moments that create the most precious memories.
Hello, Sparkle. Our room is well secured.
This one room, the bedroom, is totally secure.
It's a slum, but I gotta be able to close my eyes sometimes. It's possible to break in there with enough effort, but I'd have time to be awake and ready.
This is Sarah, yes.
And shoot the shelf above the burglar.
I'd have time to reload and finish the piece of shit.
Alright, fine. Have you read Chicken of Justice?
Have you read Chicken of Justice?
There is no way you know this.
The last of his kind. He could give up, but he fights for a better world for the rest of us. A true hero.
Oh, I don't believe it. My brother Dario was crazy about him.
Yep, he's clingy.
Did Dario also write riddles? There was one on the back of the book.
Yes, the Chicken of Justice could only be summoned by solving one.
Alright, talk to me about the files with names.
In the middle of the room was a bunch of files with names.
Can't you respect anyone else's privacy?
Absolutely not.
I said none of the siblings knew. If something went wrong, I prepared myself for it.
But what's one have to do with the other?
I sorted things out for them and left a will that made it clear I believed Taylor and I would be in heaven at the bank.
Looks like you covered all the bases. Nice work.
Thanks. I try.
So, you gonna tell me about the siblings now?
I hope this isn't a tough question.
I'm not allowed to sit
Sarah,
yet either. Can I sit yet?
How are Max,
Nope. Okay.
Dario, and Peter now?
I wasn't talking.
I saw the name on the cabinets. Did they...
Don't worry, they're all alive and doing pretty well. They rented a legal apartment, floor 40. They have better air than here. Bodies wear out slower.
So how'd you end up with the police?
So how did a slum girl get this job?
Maybe you got yours. I had to work for it.
What's for
I
determination?
determination.
It's not been easy for you.
Fortunate combo. I had insomnia and hated wasting my time. I guess that's how I managed to pass all the exams.
So, tell me about Taylor.
Did our department come for Taylor?
Yes.
So
Yes.
I...
Did I join you? Maybe I wanted to take control? of some sort. I decided I was never gonna be powerless like that again. I'm just a liaison, but I already know when and where they move.
Do you know who it was? Which one of us came for Taylor?
It was hard to resist the temptation to check it out.
Wanna get some revenge?
He was so ordinary. A regular agent. To really get justice, I'd have to get revenge on this whole sick fucking system.
Fair. So you want to take revenge on the system?
Then how about we get revenge on this whole sick fucking system?
Like that's possible.
And if it
What
wasn't?
if it was?
Wait, what kind of bullshit is that? Are you accusing me of something?
Just curious.
Okay, fine. I guess we're not continuing that line of conversation.
What are we drinking to?
Well, you're the expert. Sit down and make a toast.
Am I allowed to sit yet? Oh, am I allowed to sit? Can I sit? Get, sit. Sit. There we go.
Bottoms up.
To honesty.
Honesty. I think we're gonna need it.
Okay.
She apparently didn't like that. Alright, tell me things.
What are you renting the body for?
A surrogate. For some rich broad. A good one, I hope.
Tell me it's not Jane Salma.
Sarah, please tell me it's not Jane Salma. I found her file.
Calm down. I checked her. I got to her. She had a similar case before, and they couldn't prove anything, even with plenty of evidence.
Damn it.
The arrangement came from me. She had the dough, I had the body with the right biological conditions, plus I could cover for her. That's why I know she's not a suspect.
And the locator?
You're always snooping.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I had a transmitter sewn into my original body just in case they wouldn't give it back to me.
So, you don't trust her?
And was she there the night of Green's murder or not?
She was on schedule. The time of the visit left no doubt.
Alright, if you say so.
Okay. I'll trust you. At least I'll try.
Much appreciated.
All right. So you rented your body. Where did you get this one?
Salma said it was recycled. Give one to me.
No. A recycled body? After what I've seen, that's hard to swallow. They must have put someone on ice for you to get it.
No. Somebody bought a new body, and no one wanted this one.
Shall we check it? Question mark?
We can scan the shell and check.
There's no need, really. Let's not.
Alright, if you say so.
Are you sure you know what you're doing? You need to see the big picture of what you've gotten yourself into.
James, I have nightmares. Every single fucking night. I see her in them.
Welcome to the club.
Every morning, I wake up from them and Taylor can't. And it haunts me. What if she's trapped there in an endless nightmare?
They're your nightmares, not hers. You're projecting your fears where they don't exist. And you have to deal with them.
James, I have to save her. Fuck!
I thought she was going a little bit too hard on that thing. You alright?
You understand?
Yeah, I get it.
I get it. Sometimes you have to cross the line. And if you do it, at least make it for someone you love.
Well, I don't know if that's what I want.
Do you know what I'd give to see Rachel again? Fucking anything.
everything straight with me.
Dress your finger.
I can handle it.
I have so many questions, and not all of them are being answered by these lines of questioning. But also, it definitely feels like we're in the traditional cyberpunk everything is a moral gray area category. Because we have the stranger, who basically wants us to destroy half of society, I guess.
What bullshit tips are these? Issues with managing emotions.
Anger management, like a teenager, hair trigger temper.
Oh, bullshit.
Bullshit. I don't know about that one, Isox, because that's just going to end up being a bunch of janky AI bullshit that I probably wouldn't appreciate. I mean, it sounds neat in theory, but, yeah.
And you? Why'd you become a cop?
That's a good question. Meh.
Always had a thing for crime mysteries, so...
Sure, who doesn't? Is that all?
Well, I guess I had some ideals, too. I believed in justice, and shit like that.
But you don't anymore?
Come on, grow up. Who asks questions like that? Especially after all the shit we've seen. Sarah,
I guess we could talk to her about something.
Just a minute. Not so fast. One more question. A basic one.
Yeah,
Why don't you tell me why you stormed in here like a lunatic?
I told you. I thought you were in danger.
Based on what? Did something happen when we lost contact?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Can you fire up the board here?
No.
Do it the old way, then.
Fine.
In the meantime, I'll summarize the Red Room for you.
The Red Room?
It's a piece of fucked up history. Better buckle up.
So we described the
Can't
lurid
believe
tales of sex
all
and
this
murder.
evidence. You were right from the start.
Seriously?
Gila.
What surprises you most?
Chill.
That's not what I meant. But the murderer was behind everything from the beginning. Did he take over his body?
Strong assumption. We better go one step at a time.
Now? You're going to get skeptical now?
I just want to sort it out.
Okay. Where do we start?
Fuck if I know.
James, I managed to get what was in Green's safe. There were recordings of his synchro tests and a ton of private notes. It's pretty unusual.
Upload.
Aha. Alright. So, taking over the body. Do we have any indication the killer took control of Green? And the meaning of intrigue. What was the point of a plot that linked Green's case to the Icarus shooting? I have those same questions. Okay, so what do we got? We have the transfer machine. We have the Ouroboros. We have monitoring of recordings.
Why didn't we have access to these recordings?
They were in the Red Room.
I'll try to get to them. He doesn't act normal.
Could this be desynchro?
And then we've got Green's plans. Icarus Lounge. Famous Boyle and fucking Park plotted the same lounge with Roy from the stadiums and Miller from the security company. Okay. And over here we're trying to figure out a plot of what's going on. So let's do
Fucking Demmer.
Oh, haven't heard that before.
fucking Dammer.
Good to know you still have feelings for them.
They didn't die because of money.
Yeah, they had plenty of it. There had to be another reason.
Okay, let's see. We got Selma's recorder, recording of the synchro test conversations between Selma and Green. Politicians' predictions don't bode well. Red Room's bigwigs. A combative senator, a lecherous governor, a media magnate, an influential group. They plotted to distract the little people and diffuse unrest. TV people. Orphanages. Green's orphanages were secret body farms for him and the other sick fucks. Let's do the transfer machine.
Transfer machine. I can't even get my shit together after 3.
This explains his problems. They were his own doing.
Alright. So, fight theory. Green's behavior is weird. He's alone in the recordings, but he seems to be arguing with someone, maybe fighting. What's it mean? Unclear interference. Green doesn't act like himself in the recordings. The machine added to his desynchronization, but he didn't use it in the night of the incident. Do we have any reason to think someone tampered with his psyche? Dates of their final deaths. Sync test conversations.
How did you describe it? That you're losing control of yourself? It's a kind of consciousness erosion. We'll increase the dose of ambrosia and the amount of synchro tests. Should help.
I need something better.
We don't have anything else yet. I'm working on it.
It's one big joke.
Selma sounds familiar, don't you think?
Shit, I thought she was gonna get herself a synthesizer. There may be no evidence that they made a transfer of consciousness at the time of the incident, but his behavior...
I know, it's damn suspicious. Let's just put it together piece by piece.
Alright. Howdy, Iron Ninja. How you doing? Under the influence, there's no sign anyone there had done a consciousness swap, but the level of Green's desynchronization along with the recording showed me he wasn't fully in control of himself. Right, and then over here we have the plot that happened at the Icarus Lounge that resulted in explosions. And that is they were working with the security company. They were doing tax fraud things. They were scheming and all sorts of bullshit. So here are Green's plans to save the current system.
I learned this was the plan for the next 100 years. Numerous attempts to save what we have in this system.
And our system isn't perfect? At least for them.
It turns out not to be the case. Apparently, every prediction ended in disaster.
Alright. Incomplete intrigue. Green and Kovalev take out players who were symbols of the old order. In Green's final moments, there had to be more to it than just those few guys. Red Room's bigwigs, of course. TV people.
Lots of familiar faces, but compared to Green, they're small fry.
It's their mouth that spits out lies that millions eat up.
Oh, okay. Then it's not the TV people, but it's probably this one.
I'm getting used to the big names of the corpses at our feet. What are they doing there, apart from the obvious?
Together they worked on how to calm the riots, how to use the Fourth Estate. Who knows if they would have failed.
Dickheads. You're telling me these are the only people who can deal with the chaos in this city?
Am I? No. But I think that's what Green is trying to tell us.
Do you buy it?
Well, this motherfucker knew corruption and power like no one else. Okay, whether it was Green's will or someone else was pulling the strings, why did Green have to die?
I see at least 3 possibilities.
Can you be more specific, Miss Detective?
I'm throwing them in.
Okay. Ian, shush. This is constantly yelling at me. Iron Ninja, you missed a whole sex dungeon. So, there's that. Necessary death. Why did Green have to die? Gila, shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Nope, we can't go back to the sex dungeon. Alright, Puppet Master. If someone could influence Green, it's possible they could control someone else too.
Both died on dates shown on the symbols.
The problem is that Green's date of death was carved long ago.
Interesting.
I still don't get that part of the story. When I think that they really used the...
At least the motherfucker's dead.
Everyone like him deserved it.
Alright, Green Shadow. Green was the key player in the intrigue, which was about burning Rome.
The whole thing may simply have been about tearing the city apart.
Shush! Kitty. Alright, so just tear the city apart.
Following this lead, Green didn't have to be the only one like that.
Okay, so this one is insisting that someone else could be puppet mastering things.
Since the most influential players are more or less dead, their seats are up for grabs.
And this one is... So these are our three working theories. They just want to burn everything to the ground. Green was just one of many puppets. And someone was trying to clear the house so that a new group can reign. Probably going to go puppet master.
Once the king is knocked down, the game's usually over.
Someone's getting better at game metaphors.
Alright, well that's not correct.
More than 300 years of accumulated power and plotting.
No one else could bear it.
So that's not correct. So they were just trying to burn the place down?
Green was the last person who could stop the spreading chaos.
I wonder if his death was a crime of passion, or if it was planned.
Killing Green was the last straw to destabilize this town, but why now, in the middle of everything, instead of pulling the strings to the bitter end? Good question. Good question indeed. But why though? But why? No. New Order? No. Ouroboros? Sure. The modus operandi of murder, symbols and dates, one carved half a century ago, the other freshly painted, both coinciding with the dates of Green's and Kovalev's final death. So, what does it mean? More questions! Destroying the world order takes a plan carried out over decades, but Green died before he finished the job. What, was that his doing or the killer's? Which one was pulling the strings? I have questions.
How much planning does it take to set up something like that?
I don't know, but we need to figure out who's pulling the strings in all of this.
I have questions. I like how she just carries around all these little figurines.
Seth?
Which one was Seth? Oh, Seth, partner, yes.
Sure. He was my partner. Why'd you ask?
I remember you mentioned that you even talked with him about synchro problems.
We'd been sitting in a car for several dozen years. Had to talk about something.
The first time he ended up reconstructing an Icarite?
Mm-hmm.
You blaming yourself?
Who wouldn't?
Cops look out for their partners. And he was my friend. So, yeah. I blame myself. I hope he gets back on his feet after all this.
We have lots of locked conversation elements that clearly didn't click the right buttons or find the right things to unlock them.
Okay, let's try to draw some conclusions. It all comes down to one question. Could Green really be a puppet?
I thought so, but the more I watch the Red Room and foyer footage, the more I doubt it. Green, the way he gestures and talks to himself, he looks crazy.
Talking to yourself doesn't mean you're crazy.
You know what I mean, when he's waving his arms and hurting himself. But I have no idea what taking over a body would look like. Fuck, I don't know. Which one of them was behind this? Green or the killer?
The more important the decision, the less certain, huh?
We're out of time for mistakes.
She has been paying a lot of attention to that Red Room footage. Alright, so I have questions, but we are now down to a decision point. The murderer was behind it all, or Green was behind it all? So I'm having a hard time with this, because a lot of the plot points aren't really fitting together in my head. And I don't know if it's a me thing, or if it's a way that they're presenting it, or if it's because they branched conversations a few too many times. But we've got the murderer, Stranger, who was threatening Sarah. He was talking to me in my head, trying to convince me that we should burn the whole system down. So there's that whole side of it. But then there's the whole side of it where Green and literally everyone in power is attempting to control everything and running, orphan grinding machines and stuff like that. So if the murderer was behind it all, he's really just trying to tear down the upper class, the plutocracy. So I'm gonna guess the murderer is behind it all, planning for a long time to take down the upper class. Because I don't think Green was necessarily behind his own murder and the murder of everyone around him in his posse. I don't feel like that's right. So let's go with the murderer.
He's a murderer. Green's death wouldn't make sense. He must have been influencing for a long time until he finally got him to shoot the other deviants. Damn influential deviants. Take another harvest on Icarus.
If he's aiming to paralyze the city, to create chaos, so what's his next step?
The motherfucker leaves no trace. The trail's cold.
Why haven't we heard of him before? He's a pro, after all.
Criminals are still in their learning curve when they do their first crimes. They leave more traces behind.
I'll check similar poisoning cases in recent years.
No. Poison may have been removed from reports. Check the final death.
So, why didn't he bother telling her that he broke into her apartment?
Oh, I think I have something.
Because the stranger
2
made it
weeks.
sound like he
No.
had taken her.
I was wrong. Forget it.
Sarah, rewind.
Why didn't he just say that? Make it clear.
No, you can't touch your own case, or reconstruct it, or explain it. You can't defend yourself.
I'm the only one who can.
Oh, the fucking savior of the world. Can't you let go just this once?
You know the answer.
Damn you.
No.
Hang on.
I have to... What's this?
A new earpiece. This one shouldn't be so easy to spot.
Ah, thanks.
I mean, I would probably go with the spooked part. God, the flash blinding again. Stop it. Uh-oh, here we go, attempting to get the Rachel again. But we're gonna end up drowning before we get there, like usual.
Rachel!
I'm just trying to get to shore so I can crack coconuts together and light a fire and survive for a little while. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. No, let me alone. Leave me alone.
Rachel!
Well, and there we go. Okay.
Looking in the mirror at yourself, sometimes the scariest thing imaginable. But it was time to face myself on my own, without dragging anyone else down.
So are we now going back to investigate our original case with Seth? Was that our next step here?
Ryan, the city are drawing near the Green's farewell location, Central Park. Everyone in the area is asked to leave the area for their own safety and security, according to the police.
Dude, are you there? Hello? This
Hi.
guy looks shady. He's connected. Oh, this guy's a bull. Wait for me. We'll get it sorted together.
Seth?
Who else, genius? The voice of your conscience?
Yes? What is conscience?
I have one of those.
Don't go. This is no ordinary schmuck who slinks packages in the street. I just entered the initials and Hestia asked, am I satisfied with my work? They're calling from the top about it. This will end worse than usual.
I gotta find out what happened.
I'll lean on him and get something. I'll find out what happened.
Fine. But what if you don't?
I will. Whatever it takes.
I can't cover your ass if you do this. James!
We just received word of gunshots in Central Park. The crowd is panicking.
Alright then. Farewell to a great man. Over the past few days, more and more of the city has been besieged by protests about the reduction of the age of free subscription. However, Commissioner C. Steiner assures that Central Park will be properly secured during the farewell ceremony for the venerable Edward Green. It is his first ceremony of this type and of this rank for over a century, so it should be expected that many others will attend in addition to a family. Unfortunately, however, only the elite will have access to the ceremony upon presentation of special previously sent invitation. Okay. The Wrath of New York. The citizens of New York will not be silenced this time. They still besiege the streets and demand their rights. The initially peaceful protests slowly turned into riots. There were several casualties with the police, resulting in at least 7 people being taken to the CTC and more than a dozen injured. Some speculate that the destruction of Icarus was one of the first manifestations of opposition to the city's elite over changes to the minimum age for free body subscriptions. Will the police have enough men to guard our street? At the same time, a significant part of the force is assigned to provide security for Edward Green's farewell ceremony. Acid rain continues. Wonderful. Gonna look at this again because it's lovely. Pretty. Alright. Pat the dog. Alright, I guess we're getting out instead of driving to Central Park.
Truth is said to heal. The problem with this statement is that there are only 2 kinds of medicine that work. Those with an awful taste and narcotics.
Look at that friggin' car. I love it. Alright, I'm just gonna wander a little bit, take a peek. Like this. Subscription unpaid. All citizens are obliged to abide by the general rules of use as defined by the Code of Bodies under penalty of fine, imprisonment, and or loss of access to the aforementioned body. Bunch of crap. Alright, fair enough. Yeah. Phone. Shush. Phone's making noises. Make it go away. Alright. So I'm assuming this is modern times. And what's left of the train accident, crash, or whatever, just was left there because no one wanted to deal with it. I also don't actually know how far back this was. I don't think we've ever really gotten a good timeline for, you know, James's death, Seth's death, new body, crash, investigation, getting fired from the force or getting laid off from the force or whatever. I don't know if we have an actual timeline of how long all of this has happened. But if this train wreck was just left here, wouldn't be surprising, considering how most people don't really bother using ground anymore. Yes, hi, hello.
James, are you there?
Good to hear you.
I'll be on the line, but remember, in this place, desynchro can be deadly. Got any symptoms yet?
Thanks. Never felt better.
Got any symptoms yet? No, definitely not seeing my dead wife. It's fine, everything's fine. Nothing possibly could go wrong here. So wait, why would here desync be deadly? I mean, other than I'm on the ground on my own and no one is coming to get me. I have several questions. Suspended, right, suspended with pay, yes. This place is looking lovely.
Damn it.
I can't see anything.
Hang on, let me turn my
Do you think
eyeball
there are
on.
any traces left after all this time?
I was here. How am I not one big lead?
Okay. So, yes, this is the crash location. And no, everything was kind of left where it was. Including these UV camera situations.
Most of the blood evaporated in the fire. Maybe the UV will detect something.
Neat. So, is he trying to say
people
that they never bothered using
Is it?
UV?
I was ankle deep in blood. This is mine.
James.
I don't have enough information to reconstruct.
So they never bothered using UV when blood was all around in a crime scene? Is that what's going on here?
Nowhere to run or hide. Some bodies were permanently damaged. There's something here. I have to check it out.
Having a hard time with the finding of the evidence with this camera angle. What am I looking for? What am I looking for? I have a 2 of 3. Ah, bullets.
The frame looks shot through. I'll check it. Refusal of body credit. This guy just hit the memory bank from here.
Probably like most of the victims.
It's familiar.
Ooh, shiny.
It fits my gun. Did I? No.
Did you shoot a bunch of people? That's a neat little quick loader. I like it. I like the glowy bits. I have a quick loader like that, but it's not nearly that fancy.
I need to look for more evidence.
I don't know if reconstructing is a good idea.
There was a major firefight here before the derailment. I'll check where the shooter was.
Before the derailment? So this is kind of the first hint that something was going down before the whole situation. Did he not remember any of it? Did he block it out? Brain trauma? Those kind of things.
Rachel had a similar one. She recorded lectures with it.
Watching the neon lights of the fading city. Oh no. Fuck! No, please! I'm begging you!
ticket jokes, conductor? Anything?
That motherfucker had to shoot everyone. So many bodies lost.
What?
Why can't I remember anything?
It's a good question. Why can't you remember anything?
It was almost midnight and there were still some children on the train?
I guess now I'm reconstructing? No, X-ray. Okay. Bullets. Bullets came from that way. Alright, who done it?
Looks like he was standing around here somewhere. I already have a lot of data. I'm going to reconstruct.
James, think again. The reconstructor will try to use your memories because you were there.
It'll be fine, Sarah.
No, you won't.
It'll be
Wait.
fine.
James, wait for me. I'll be back in a moment. I have something. I'll explain later.
Should I be waiting for her? Right? Suspicious children. There was a child on the train at like midnight? That's a suspicious child. Ah, she wants me to hold on for pizza that she left in the oven. Okay. So am I supposed to wait for her? I don't think waiting for her is going to help. I think I'm supposed to reconstruct anyway, because that's the kind of foolhardy person that our James is. Okay.
What the hell? What's going on?
We'll get through this difficult moment together.
Uh-oh.
Can't remember? I'll tell you what happened.
I was chasing a dealer who was running away in the crowd.
You shot up those people.
No!
Look, it's you, James. Real.
It's crap. You're manipulating me.
You pathetic.
I couldn't kill those passengers. It wasn't me. He overwrites my memories. What does he know about the train? From a synchro test? Is this how he brings out memories?
Get out of my head!
It's fine.
Are you alive?
We didn't need that blood on the inside anyway.
Killer uses your memories against you. Like a parasite. Squeezes into gaps left by the desyncs and modifies them. I don't know. He hacked synchro tests and finds out everything? He does it somehow.
Run away from there. Come home and we'll talk about it. Don't reconstruct any further, understand? I can't be with you now.
What?
I'll explain later. Ugh, my body is in trouble. Okay? Over and out.
Come home? Is the thing I got from that conversation?
Why do people keep leaving you?
I need to get to the next car.
Yep, we're definitely not listening to Sarah, apparently. Alright, onward to my own brain destruction. Her body is not ready. My body is ready.
as you don't get consumed by frustration.
Gila. That is enough out of you tonight, sir. That is enough. Enough. Alright, bullets. Okay, I was gonna say this is a train car, but no, this is not a train car. I was gonna confused about the fancy bullets in the train car. But no, this is just the train that had crashed through a building, and we're using the building to climb up to the next train car. How many people died in this mess?
What's going on?
Did you know that in the last single test I talked about us? I understood that you would never accept my decisions. Life ends. Even memories fade away. Nothing else will happen. We tried. I know. We were stupid. That would be wrong. We would be bad people. We really are. Because we're still alive.
Care to elaborate?
She would never. It's my own fears feeding on her death.
Still, elaborate, please.
Reconstructing this is gonna be Sisyphus work. The difference is Sisyphus tried to cheat death, not to immerse himself in it.
Adam Drew on Green Avenue in Brooklyn, New York. Date of birth, 2298. A lovely, happy family. Was a lovely, happy family. Yeah, it could be a survivor's guild. I kind of remember. So last stream of this, I kind of remember bits and pieces of the conversation with her, but there hasn't been much. But I think one element was her choosing to die. I don't recall. I might be misremembering things.
She wore it to games until it broke into pieces.
Demmer tubes. Premium tubes for guests. Prepare something so it won't get boring. Get laxatives for after the premium tubes. I think her Icarite did get fried, but I don't know if we know the details yet. Maybe that's what this crash is about.
There's a chance he shot me then. Maybe he stabbed or slashed.
What happened here? Didn't even have time to yell. A mortal wound. Why can't I remember anything? It's starting to look like a graveyard on wheels. I'm moving to reconstruction.
She was the train all along. Oh, this is going to be a trippy perspective. This will be reconstructing it as they were walking along the ceiling, or the wall. Or we're here.
Shot the dealer on the run. I had to have a clean shot.
You didn't fucking
I will not kill. I didn't kill anyone.
That would be a bad time for that glass to give.
You can smell it under your skin. Can you feel it rotting?
Why can't I remember it?
You do remember.
Okay. Let's assume that's true. I shot everyone like a madman. What's next?
Have a look.
Again, would be a really bad time for that glass to give in.
Punish someone.
Is this some kind of test?
If it is, you think you passed?
Those were the people from Green's party?
I know you want to leave them there. Let the world forget about them. Just like it forgot about you.
You think you know me? Here's where you're wrong. You can do it. You know what's real.
Interesting.
That glass keeps creaking every time we walk on it. I don't think it's long for this world.
I wanted to get him. I hit him. That was all that mattered.
Feeling alright there, bud? Honestly, I'm surprised we haven't fallen through that yet. Howdy, Cass. Well, I hope you can find your planner. He forgot that part of cop training that the blood was supposed to stay on the inside.
They lead to the third car.
Well, then let's go to the third car. Man, I would get vertigo in this place. There's a whole lot of up and down going on. So what's Sarah up to during all of this? She talked about her body being in danger. And I clearly didn't want to wait for her.
Are you ready?
Why do you have to be so annoying?
Goddamn murderers. Always being so annoying. Alright. Seth Hills. I feel like I should probably be paying attention to everything else around me. Like, down. Alright, random ass license plate.
The dealer was standing here somewhere and bleeding. We'll try to reconstruct.
Oh dear. Time to lose more of our inside blood.
Why did you take her from me? I don't know what's going on. Do you know who I work for? Names! Now! Lunatic!
We'll work this out with the boss.
Ah, that's where the license plate came from. See?
I'll shoot down this car and we'll all die. Go ahead. But you're telling me one way or another. Who told you to sell Rachel the poison? What? Who? Who is he?
Yeah, I think that's the part that we're missing. So, yeah, I vaguely remember a part of a discussion about Rachel choosing to die and not wanting to live in the infinite hell anymore. So yes, her Icarite was destroyed, but it was because she willingly took a poison to get rid of it. And that's where he was drawing some similarities to the original case that we started investigating with Green, who also died of a similar poison to destroy the Icarite. So now we're going to find out what's happening? Question mark? Maybe.
He doesn't know anything. A counter-terrorist team's on the way.
He's aiming at the car! Get the fuck out of here!
Are you crazy?
Yes?
I'll shoot him down! Why did you do that to Rachel?
Go!
I want names!
I love how we just keep going back and forth between the two.
This was the last good day of your life.
Oh.
I'm losing control.
There's more of his inside juices not being inside anymore.
No. No!
I'm not going in there with you. Our luck's run out.
No. I don't want to go in there.
Why not?
Why are you doing this?
Because it's scary.
You're dragging yourself to the grave.
What the fuck?
You don't understand. All of this has power over you. Relax and accept the truth.
No. I don't like the truth. The truth sucks.
I'm tired of you being sorry. The world is tired to see you too.
Why do you cling so hard to this pathetic life? It makes no sense. Give it up. I want to help you.
You have a strange way of helping, bud.
Stop. Are you fucking crazy?
fool. And you're a sadist when you look at me like I can take away your pain.
You always have to make it difficult. Something good is finally coming to you.
I am so confused. All the trippy voices in my head is about as clear as mud right now.
Why did you turn her against me?
Is that what you want to hear? My confession?
You motherfucker!
It's the only escape from the nightmare you are stuck in.
Ah, we gotta click. Ah, we gotta click. Gotta click. Gotta click, 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 click. The hell of a click.
I saw in your eyes that you stopped believing in me. I let you down. For a moment, I even felt like I cared.
Help me! I don't have the strength anymore.
I'm sorry.
Please, step inside. Tired already. You lost a long time ago, James. You're a walking corpse. I can feel your mind getting weaker by the minute.
You motherfucker.
You gave up a long, long time ago when you had everything.
Don't do it, James.
It wasn't part of life
Don't do it.
that destroyed you.
Don't do it.
Stop hitting me.
Don't do it.
James!
Yes, hi, hello?
James! I've been talking to you for 10 minutes!
Sorry, I've been elsewhere. And I'm a little low on fluids.
Get in touch immediately! James! Hello!
I'm very low on fluids. As I turn around to see nothing but blood.
James, I need your help. Salma is, my body's in the middle of a riot and it's in danger. James, are you okay?
Yeah. But I'll regret this in the morning.
What's happening?
I had a bad feeling about all this. A revolution is like an amputation. When it comes too late, it's sure to bring blood and pain, and as likely as not, little else.
I'm so confused. Like, I know one of the common trends in storytelling lately has been make it as obscure as fucking possible, and they are definitely winning that story, because I'm confused. we have Sarah lady in my head, we
James,
have Rachel
where are you
lady in
going?
my head, we have murderer in my head.
I want to run into our friends in blue. I'm already flying over.
Close all airspace. I repeat, close the airspace over the park. Regroup on 57 and stop them from getting south. I will be there soon.
It's not an easy day to be a police chief.
It's not easy for anyone.
Ah, it's not on fire, it's just a bunch of orange lights. Okay, well that's better.
Could not have picked a better epitaph for himself if he tried. A forest of fake trees that last forever without actually being alive.
They're holographic trees, not fire trees.
All I know is the mob ripped through the police cordon and attacked the rich folks at Green's celebration.
Alright. Hi. I didn't get a chance to ask the question. Duck and roll.
James?
Yes, hi, hello.
Are you there? I've lost my vision. Talk to me.
Copy.
James! Oh, you're alive. You okay?
So I'll let you know later.
James, are you okay?
I think so. I had a hard landing. Report a police car crashed near me.
Did you literally run into one of our friends in blue?
There he is! Quick!
Report it. Someone's coming.
Help.
He's still breathing! The fucker's hiding!
Can't move yet.
Get him!
1 sec.
This guy doesn't have much time.
Don't do anything. I can't risk it right now.
And rip out his Icarite! Leave me alone! I'm police! No. Fuck! Another cop? I'll finish him off so he doesn't get away! No! Wait!
Oh, and he's dead.
Up above! Look out! Police!
Good.
They make it in time?
More or less. At least they didn't rip his Icarite open. What about Salma?
She got to the center of the riot. Now she's heading back. Head south and you'll run into her.
How fast is she moving?
Pretty fast and steady. I don't think she's hurt. We don't know if someone's after her.
Gonna give me a little bit clue which way south is? I want to go this way. This is quite the experience.
Shit, they took your plate. An APB for a police car was sent out automatically.
Great.
Justice to the rich. I think you're supposed to say eat the rich, but sure, whatever. Whatever messaging you want. Hello.
Great day for scrap dealers. Not for anyone else.
Ah, there it is. There's the messaging we're looking for. Eat the rich. Ah, justice for the rich as in spicing them up a little bit, making sure they're tasty enough to eat.
Gotta go around it. I see some kind of statue.
How big?
Pretty fucking big.
Great. Probably the Morai statue from Green's exhibit, where his farewell happened. Head towards it.
I'm trying.
Working on it. Man, once again, the design of the entire city that they have built here is just phenomenal. Like the giant archways, the city on the ceiling, flying cars everywhere, the holographic trees in the park, because there aren't a single living tree left available. The infinite down, the infinite up. The use of lighting and color is fantastic too. Bud, you don't nearly have enough inside juices for this. Slow your roll, bud.
I have to go through the park.
Please hurry.
Bud, you were supposed to finish climbing. Sir? Sir? Uh-oh. I've run into a problem. I've run into a bit of a problem. Okay, well, let's try that again. Hopefully that's not permanent breakage. Nope, that's a permanent breakage. Okay. Right. Don't have a ladder. Oh, there's 3 identical dudes over there just shouting and waving. Okay, well, this is a bit of a problem. I think we have to... Yeah. I think we have to start that part over again. Because the jump didn't finish.
I had a bad feeling about all this.
Yeah, me
A
too.
revolution is like an amputation. When it comes too late, it's sure to bring blood and pain. And as likely as not, little else.
Okay, let's try that again.
I have to go through the park.
Ah,
Please hurry.
good. It saved me after the jump. Wonderful. She says, "Please hurry," so I sit there, gawking at the riot.
Something keeps bugging me. Whose idea was it to say goodbye to Green here?
I don't know. Probably the city. It was the last exhibition he sponsored. Why does it matter?
I'm wondering if this could have been planned.
Do you think what's happened here is also part of the murderer's plan?
Look, everything happens on the day of Green's funeral. And it all started with him.
As far as paralyzing the city and causing chaos, well, it works.
But what was the goal? Or a step toward the goal?
I don't know, honestly.
Howdy, friendly. How you doing? Hydration time. I kind of dig it though. I'm surrounded by purple light all around me, and then I'm basked in an orange glow. It's so bright. This is really neat.
Silence. As if every shout, scream, and noise in this city cancel each other out. As if all of this was meaningless.
I can see the place where the ceremony was.
Great. Head over there.
That is neat. Like a whole rooftop water park type area with the waterfall going over the roof and just kind of evaporating as it falls. Yeah, the whole visual design of this game has been stunning. Like,
What did you say the statue was of?
Morai.
it's been very
Explains a lot.
distracting.
Morai were the goddesses of fate. All I know is that they watched over the life thread of mortals and gods.
Oh, nice. I have to take a roundabout route to them. How's Salma?
Oh, slowing down. She seems to be running out of strength.
Hey guys, back here. Back here.
Salma just sped up. I think she's running away. She's almost at the statue. Help her!
Working on it. I'm working on it. A little slow on the uptake. Leave me alone. Yes. Hi. How y'all doing?
Kara?
Hi.
I couldn't believe when the system spat out your name and you just happened to be in the middle of this shitstorm.
Not happened to. I came here voluntarily.
Listen, I need your help. James Salma's in danger.
What are you doing? Don't get him involved.
The famous psychologist, James Salma? What the fuck have you got to do with her? Wait a minute. She was taking care of Green, right? I need to get her out of here. You've been screwing with the case this whole time?
No idea what you're talking about.
After I told you to drop it? fucking course you couldn't. You are under arrest.
Boss.
Damn you. I don't have time for this anyway.
You gonna shoot me? Oh, you shot me. You motherfucker.
Watch out! Car! Fuck!
Uh-oh. 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 Uh-oh.
Say something! Fuck! This better just be a bad connection.
It's not a bad connection, it's just all the head trauma. I'm working on it, lady. I'm working on it. It's hard to give a recap, friendly. Cyberpunk detective noir. In a world where no one dies, people start dying, and we have to detect about it. And there's lots of confusion and brain drama happening. Mysteries, murders, murderers, sex dungeons. Yeah. Yeah, nobody really wants to die, yeah. I think that's the gist of the game, yeah. I'm just trying to walk here. Why y'all going backwards?
Can you hear me? Head to the statue!
I'm working. Now they're running backwards.
Save her, please! It's really close now!
I'm trying. There were explosions and I have head trauma.
She's slowing down. She must be getting tired. She's walking around or something. James, stop moving.
That doesn't necessarily mean anything.
Do you see her? She should be out there somewhere. I got her. Please tell me. Find her.
All I see are holographic corpses. It's a bad thing, right?
She must be somewhere straight ahead. Can you see her?
All the holograms have died.
I don't know yet, but I'll find her.
All the holograms have died. Oh right, I got shot. Right. Ah, okay, no, don't shoot.
There she is.
Don't shoot! I was sent by... Too late! She belongs to me! Salma is innocent! Let her go! Salma knew the darkest secret to this world, and she didn't raise a finger. She did nothing about it.
Hey.
Nothing! You deserve each other! You used her! For what? To get close to Cove 11 Green? The other way around! I got to Salma through them.
Right.
How many innocent people will you sentence to death or to the bank? The end justifies the means.
Hi.
So you'll get your revenge and burn everything to the ground. Then what? A psycho like you's gonna replace it with a brave new world? Fat fucking chance! Mortality will give us meaning again. And I'll take the poison last. How about we reverse the order? I put a bullet in you, then you can have your poison. Selma! Can you hear me? You can't get control! Fight him! She can't hear you anymore. I don't influence her like you, Green and Kovalev. We become one. You have... Give up! Last question. Did you poison my wife? She lost the will to live long. I just helped her. Freed her. No one ever set you free, fucker! Get out! You wouldn't dare! We won't know it. What?
Uh-oh.
You wouldn't be able to pull the trigger anyway.
I'm click fighting.
And life smoldering in it. Lined with fears, warped by traumas, psychoses. It's time to end this, James.
No, no shoot. Ah, I died. I died. Or I'm working on it.
Stop fighting. Is it so hard for you to understand all of this?
No.
You've been living a stolen life. For what? To let everyone down? To fall?
How on earth was I supposed to click fast enough for that? That was as fast as my clicker goes. Was I supposed to take less trauma before then so I can click faster?
You should be thanking me.
Thanks, motherfucker.
I don't feel like I was supposed to shoot her. But I did it anyway.
James?
I had to stop him. He was taking a joyride in your body.
No, please. Not my body. All I have. Why?
I don't think I did it right. I don't think I did it right. I just want to get to the beach. Let me get to the beach. Oh, no, we're not getting to the beach.
Rachel!
There's a lot of emotional damage in this one. Is this the bank? my brain. They're taking my brain out. So yeah, that's Icarite being extracted from bodies and put into the bank. It's tucked in a weave like everyone else. It was really neat looking. Well, that was a dark fucking end. Oh, I don't think I got the good ending.
I dragged my feet calling for a long time. I knew you wouldn't pick up, obviously, but it still wasn't easy. Bits and pieces of our last conversations haunt me at night. I still can't put them together. I believe that you had your reasons. I have to believe it. I tried to find something out from Salma, but she completely cut herself off and removed the Sonin GPS tracker. I thought it was over for me. Until one day some bigwigs in suits came in here. I shot one of them. Stupid misunderstanding. Just like with you. I didn't think Salma would send anyone. She arranged for a body exchange and transferred the payment. And because of the riots, no one even bothered to question me. So I finally had a bit of luck. If I just do it once or twice more, I'll have enough money to get Taylor out. I'll fight for her. Just like you'd fight for Rachel. Take care, partner.
Wow, I really fucked that up. Wow. There were many choices that said it reflected the story, so I'm wondering how many different endings there are. How many branching paths there are. But that was apparently my ending, which was apparently not great. Or 4 endings? Oh god. Jeez. So, in theory, I could go back to that and choose not to shoot her and get the other variant of this ending. But I don't know where I would have to branch to go back and get the other 2 endings. I mean, that's my first guess. I mean, obviously, near the end there, I had a choice of shoot her or don't shoot her. I could have potentially grabbed my gun and clicked my way through that last bit, but I don't feel like that was possible. Let's play it again. Man, that is rough though, because I am not satisfied with that ending. That was unhappy times. Just straight up getting gunned down, the murderer winning, and also shooting Sarah's body, so she's not happy either. Just not good ending. Literally everyone lost in that except for the murderer. Although at the end, the audio recording said that Sarah did finally eventually get a body, not her body back, but a body. But still, I would like to go back and reload that last scene and see if I can just not shoot her and see what the ending might be. I think I might still be out of luck, but maybe Sarah gets her body back. Because ultimately I shot her body, so her body died, but the lady Selma got a new body and then sent her people over to compensate Sarah with a fresh body of some kind or another. So it kind of worked out for her, but not great. So I want to see if I just sacrifice myself, let her body live, maybe she'll have a chance. But if the murderer was in her body, how does that work out? But obviously, I would love to take down that murderer because he was just a cocky sumbitch, regardless of whether or not he had a point. We're not going to go there, but he was just a dick. But credits. We're going to see if there's anything after credits. So, what did you guys think of all that? I see multiple calls to play it again, but I'm not quite ready for that just yet. Even if I did play it again, though, I don't know if I would know which choices to make to get a different ending. Well, what did you think of that? That was wild. That was quite the ride. There was a lot of points where I was very confused. But it was also very pretty, well voice acted. The parts where I wasn't horribly confused, it was very well narrated and whatnot. How far back is the first choice, the one? Yes, the protagonist could use a juice box. He needs to replenish some of those lost fluids. Alright, let's try that again if we hit continue. Oh, does that just... Oh. Load? Oh. So they don't even let you go back to your previous save point. It just locks your game into place, so you can't go back and try a second ending or anything like that. Oh man, that's brutal. So that's the kind of game where I typically just set it aside and say, I got the ending I got, as terrible as that was, and don't go back and try to play all the other endings. I think I might have to do that, because I am not ready to play the game 4 times over to get all the different endings. That's just not how I do. Let's see if there is a chapter select. There does not appear to be.
Living in pain? Plagued by sickness?
Nope, there is not. Interesting. So yeah, you get the ending you get, and unless you're willing to play through the whole game again, that's it. Games like, that's your ending. Fuck you! But it's fair. I mean, every once in a while there will be a game that saves right before the end and you can reload and just do all the different endings, but if it's one of those whole game multi-choice situations, I usually just let it be and maybe watch someone else play through and see, you know, what their choices might be and what endings they end up getting, because I'm not typically ready to play through a whole game like that again. It was short. I mean, it only took me 2 streams, so it was only 6 hours, give or take. So it's not the end of the world if you had to play it again, but I'm good. I'm good. I enjoyed it thoroughly, and I absolutely loved their world building. I loved their set pieces, their visuals, even their audio design was spectacular. So it was a great game. But I feel really disappointed with the ending I got. It was just really bad. Some more games like this on my to-play list? Oh god. I'm not sure what else would be like this. I have many story type games. Some shorter, some not. But like my next story game that I want to do is Lifeless Moon, to follow up with Lifeless Planet that we just finished. But that's, again, nowhere near like this. I don't know. We'll have to find some. Maybe we can browse my list together at some point and find some. Because I also still want to do Atomic Heart at some point. Not quite like this, more akin to Bioshock. I don't know of too many like story-based investigation games like this, if that's the theme we're going for. Also, cyberpunk noir is not exactly a common element. We do have Nivalis coming up in September, which is going to be kind of, sort of cyberpunk story life sim-esque, which would be kind of neat, because I really enjoyed Cloudpunk, which Nivalis is based on. So that'll be a thing coming in September-ish. But yeah, we'll have to see what we can find, because I do want to do more shorter story games more often. I keep telling myself that, and then I keep getting sucked into longer games. But I do want to try to do a shorter story game like this at least once a month. I know I've said that before, but I want someone to hold me to it. So we've got Lifeless Planet we just finished. Nobody Wants to Die we just finished. Lifeless Moon is coming up soon-ish. So I'm trying to bring myself back into that plan. But for right now, it is almost midnight, and I do have to work tomorrow, so I might as well end it a little bit early here. Not enough time to really get sucked into another game. Frog Detective? Maybe. I know Sparkle played that one and she enjoyed it. I know. Work. I know. But I enjoyed this game, and I hope you guys did too. Plenty of you around for this one, so clearly it was a bit of a hit. Appreciate y'all being there. Isox Cast, The One, Ducks, Tracy. I think Valuna might be out there, possibly Sparkle and Scooby. Friendly still might be out there. I do appreciate y'all hanging out though. And we'll have to figure out what more games to play. So, you know, Discord, wherever those links might be hanging out. Discord, and we'll talk about it. We'll figure it out. Yeah. Thank y'all for hanging out. And I will see y'all next time.